Hi everyone, I'm Trisha Binwade, a junior in high school who has a love for learning new things. I was born in Manchester, UK and brought up in Seattle, Washington. I'm a dancer, writer, makeup artist, athlete, and I like to cook in my free time. I'm here today on behalf of Teen Pop Magazine, the first online magazine for high schoolers that gives aspiring journalists the opportunity to share their voice, build their writing portfolio, and receive peer feedback and editorial mentorship in the industry. Today, I'm in conversation with actress Preeti Jhangiani. Preeti started her career with a Malayalam film. She made her first appearance in a music video titled Chui Mui from Rajshri opposite to South Indian actor Abbas. She made her Bollywood debut quite dramatically with Mohabbate opposite Bollywood stalwarts such as Amitabh Bachchan, Aishwarya and Shahrukh Khan. This movie was a huge success and virtually launched her career. Now she is a proud co-owner of SWEN Entertainment with her husband, an event management organization. So my first question today is, how are you doing?
Hi, Trisha. I'm doing really well.
That's good to hear. What or who inspired you to become an actor, and have you always wanted to be an actor?
So, no, Trisha, I didn't always want to be an actor, and in fact, it's uh, it's just very much by chance that I'm in this profession. My family is not into films at all, and it wasn't my dream or my aspiration to be an actress. But when I was in college, and a couple of people approached me for an ad film, and that's where I got into. From that ad, there was various other ads that happened from that ad, and that's how I got into modeling, and that's how I got into films when I was very young. I didn't have any particular dream or ambition. I was doing computer graphics, so I'd probably be making graphics somewhere.
That's amazing. Has the character of Lucky you played ever altered your personality?
No character has ever altered my personality, but yes, there are times when you play a character, and if it's a long time where the character is very sad or it kind of rubs off on you when you're playing a movie character for a long time. But
Yeah.
it doesn't last long. I feel that I'm a very impulsive actor, so and I also act instinctively. So no, I don't dwell too much on the emotions after the shot is done.
That's amazing. What makes a good co-star?
I think a good co-star is one that is rehearsed well and knows his lines well, because I'm very particular about rehearsing and knowing my lines, and if my co-star has not done the same, then that's not very nice.
Yeah, I agree with that. What was your very first performance like?
My first performance was for a music video, and I remember once it was all just before it was released. I think everybody was like, oh, it's okay and it's not that good and everything. But once it actually came out, it did very well. It was a music video called Chui Mui Si Tum Lagti Ho. So it just goes to
I've
show
seen
that,
it. Yeah.
yeah, so it just goes to show that you never know what the public or the audience will like, because uh, we didn't, when we saw it, we were like, could have been better, and I didn't like myself at all. I felt I looked very awkward on screen, but the audience connected with it, and that's what's important.
That's true.
Yeah.
What's your dream role?
I think my dream role would be like a mix of action and comedy, or something like what Devi did in Chalbaz. She had a double role. And there was comedy as well as action, and as well as a lot of emotion. So it was a role that had everything.
Okay. You were a heartthrob in the Bollywood classic Mohabbatein. Looking back, how was it like working with such a cast, and what was your reaction when you got the role?
So once again, it was something I did on instinct. I didn't know much about the Indian film industry, so I didn't know how huge Yash Raj films were. But of course, I knew Amitabh Bachchan and Shahrukh Khan. And when I heard they were going to be in the film, it was quite a yeah, it was exciting and very but we trained so much for the film. More than 8 months we were training. So when we actually met them, and both Amitabh Bachchan and Shahrukh Khan and Ash as well, Aishwarya Rai, are so down to earth and so humble. They make you feel so much at home, and any nervousness that you may have is all out.
Yeah, I bet you were pretty nervous for that role going in, right?
Yes, I was, but we trained so much and we rehearsed so much that it was all good once you were on the set.
That
So
sounds
so
good.
yeah. Rehearsing and training and working hard, practicing, I think that makes all the difference.
Yeah. You are also a part of Awara, Pagal, Diwana. How different is it to act in a comedy movie?
Awara Pagal Divana was a riot on the sets as well. It was so much fun because every character was fun, and then we had Johnny Lever and Akshay Kumar and Sunil Shetty, who are pranksters in general on the set.
Yeah.
So they would be pranking everyone. Like Akshay would steal people's watches. He would shake hands with them and steal people's watches, and Johnny Lever would imitate everybody behind their backs. So every single person would be imitated, and it was great fun on the sets. I think Awara Pagal Divana was like a picnic for all of us.
That's cool to hear like the second sides of all the actors because we usually just see them on screen. Are you currently working on any projects? If so, could you tell us a little bit about it?
So I have my own company called SWEN Entertainment now, and I've diversified into production as well. So I'll be producing my next film. My first film that I produced was a film called Sahi Dhande Galat Bande, and the second film is on the anvil. We are casting for it currently. It's at a very big studio. So I'm going to wait for the studio to announce that. I'll be producing that, but not acting in it. I do have another a series coming out, which is called Made for Each Other. That's on a new OTT platform, which is going to be launched soon. And besides that, I've also started an arm wrestling league, which is called the Pro Panja League. And these are the two big projects that I'm currently working on.
Just out of curiosity, what made you shift from acting to production?
I think it was just a natural progression. That's the next thing I wanted to do. Acting was just the next thing I wanted to do. Production was just the next thing that it was natural. It was we uh, want to tell good stories, and we want nice good stories to be made, and we feel that we know what connects with the audience, and yeah, so it was just a kind of natural progression.
Okay, moving on to the rapid fire round. I have a set of 5 questions here. So, first one, have you ever taken anything from set?
Yeah. Something that was some stuff that I got attached to with the character, maybe like a piece of
Yeah.
jewelry or something that reminded me of the film. Yes, sometimes I have.
Okay. If Shahrukh Khan and you worked on a music video together, what would it be called?
It's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know. uh, Made for each other.
A rumor you'd like to start about yourself.
She's worked out so hard that she's got the hottest body ever.
I feel like everyone would want that rumor spreading about them.
Yeah.
If you were to write your autobiography, what will be its title?
She lived, she learned, but basically had a great time.
Yeah, that sounds, I would read that.
Yeah.
If you woke up as the following stars, what would you say and how would you react? Aishwarya Rai.
Very tough questions. Anyway, yeah. Okay.
How would you react if you woke up as Aishwarya Rai?
Yeah, I would just take a couple of pictures, do a
What
great
about
glam photo shoot.
what about Akshay Kumar?
Akshay Kumar is very talented. I would go and steal a couple of watches.
How about
Uh,
Amitabh Bachchan?
Amitabh Bachchan, I would write a memoir.
What are your favorite memories from playing Kiran in Mohabbate?
There's too many good memories. I think just all of us training with Barry John. That's one of my favorite memories. And sitting with Amitabh Bachchan in a freezing night around a fire just before we were shooting a song. The Zinda Rehti Hai Inki Mohabbate portion of the song, and him offering me his shawl. I think that was the most exciting part.
What are your favorite memories from playing Preeti in Awara Pagal Diwana?
There's too many fun memories of that. I think my
Yeah.
most favorite memory would be Johnny Lever imitating the production assistant.
What about Mina in Wa Tera Kya Kehna?
Oh, my favorite memory of that would be doing a comedy scene at like a 5 6 minute comic scene with Govinda in one take, which he very much encouraged me. He said, you can do it, you can do it, you'll be best. And I can't match your comic timing in one take. I can't do a scene in one take with you. I mean, without any cuts. But he encouraged me, and we rehearsed and managed to do it. It was freezing cold in Switzerland, and I had to match comic like the comic expertise of Govinda.
Yeah, that's definitely tough going into that. Last question today. What is your advice for future actors?
Uh, don't come in untrained. That's what we did, all of us at that time when we came in. But right now, there's no space for a mistake. I think there's so many people wanting to get into acting and to movies. I think if that is what you want to do, then come in prepared. There's no substitute for hard work. I think any newcomer would have to be have the best body, the best acting ability, the best dancing. You got to be a Tiger Shroff in your first film. So if you want to be an actor, if you want to come into the field, then make sure you come in prepared and you come in ready to work hard, because it's not all glam. It's a lot of hard work too.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Preeti. It was a pleasure talking to you. If you would like
It
to
was a
know more
pleasure talking to you, Trisha.
If you would like to know more about Preeti Jhangiani and her journey or her career, stay tuned with the Teen Pop magazine. But for now, bye everyone.